Relax your mind, don't let it wither and die. Just lift your spirits high to the sky. Come on and meditate.
Hi, welcome to Catch the Vision. I'm your host, Dr. G Landry. Thank you again for this opportunity to just allow me to spend this time with you in your home tonight. Well, we have an exciting show. We have one of our community's most prominent, when I say prominent, I mean prominent. She's an art critic. She's an art educator. She just knows all about arts and have some beautiful artists that's under her tutelage. So we're going to welcome into your home and to Catch the Vision, Miss Kim Blackwell from Unique Designs. Welcome, Kim.
Thank you so much.
Oh, we are so pleasure. It's a pleasure just to have you here. I know you're a busy woman, and you're doing a lot of wonderful things for a lot of wonderful artists. And we're just happy to have you here at Catch the Vision.
I'm so glad to be here. Opportunity to present.
Oh, we're glad to have you. Now, I know you just recently, you were just out of the country. Where were you?
Yes, I was in Brazil.
Brazil. Oh, the party place.
Yes, the party place. One of my most favorite places I've always wanted to go. Went to Rio de Janeiro and also Salvador Bahia. And I actually saw one of the artists there that I carry their work. So it was a very exciting educational opportunity, so that was great.
That is wonderful. And you know, this is why I love Unique Design and what you do, because you are all about educating our community, and that's what we need, especially people of color. We need to be educated on art and, you know, artifacts and the artists that's doing this work, and you do such an excellent job of doing that for us.
Thank you so much. We have so much talent, and there's very many talented artists, and I look forward to bringing them to the community and even outside of the community, but the talent just needs to be presented.
Yes.
And I've always tried to do that. And the point is in the avenues, all different type of avenues that we do it with, art shows, online, one-on-one with the consumer, and now my new cable venture.
All right. Well, we're excited about that. I feel like I've birthed a new baby here because I remember we did this show some years back,
Yes.
and it had given you an incentive to go on and do an educational piece for the arts, and I'm really excited about that. Now, we're going to show a roll-in just a few minutes. I want you guys to just out there be listening. You're going to hear a lot of good education. I mean, this woman knows so much about art. She should be really going all over the world, educating us, you know, on art and artifacts. So tell me a little bit about the project, about how did you start, and what do you feel that your part as an educator doing the education, what do you feel that the community is receiving from this?
Well, what I find over the years, doing shows and talking to people about art, the reason why I thought this was a good opportunity is that when I educate people about artwork, they have they get a better appreciation of it, and then more inclined to purchase. And when you do shows, it's not a lot of times they don't get an opportunity to sit and talk with the artists, see who they are, where they're from, how the piece came into being. You know, it's beautiful, but what was behind that? And so that has always been my role, to try to educate when I'm selling. And so this is where I thought that this would be a medium where we can interact with artists up close and personal, and also have education, and it will be informative. And then that's my whole purpose of the show.
Of the show, just to educate. Well, you know, when I first saw your piece, I said, wow, because I learned things that I didn't even know. I mean, I was just at awe. I said, all of this goes on in artwork, and we don't even have a clue.
Yes.
You know, and I'm so grateful that someone like you you know, it's bringing this to the community. You have done a fantastic job
Thank you so much.
over the years, and I'm just pleased to be a part of Unique Design and have you on, and you know, so that you can share with the community.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Unique Design, you introduced me on one of your shows before, Dr.
Yes,
Landry.
uh-huh.
And we haven't strayed from the format or the purpose and the mission, and that is to provide avenues for artists to expose their work. And whatever those avenues might be, we continue to look for new ideas, new strategies, and whatever it takes to do that.
Okay. Well, we're going to look at the roll-in right now, and it's a very good educational piece. So if you have notes, questions, jot them down, and then you can email us. My email address will be at the end of the program, and we will definitely give all of your inquiries to Ms. Blackwell. So if you're ready, we can do the roll-in.
Yes,
and
indeed.
you feel free to call up and inquire about what some of the things that you're going to hear.
Excellent. Welcome to the Unique Design Show. I'm your host, Kim Blackwell. This show was created to give talented artists and people who have created products that are innovative and unique a place to present their artwork. We will get up close and personal with some of the finest artists in the country, and you will have an opportunity to purchase some of the artwork that you see. This show will be exciting and informative. This is where it all began. Over the years, I have collected over 40 masks of all medium, some wood, some ceramic, and even some from other countries. This is where it led to my interest in African American art and eventually the start of the Unique Designs Fine Art Collection. Today I will present to you some of the artists that will be on our upcoming show. Nigerian artist Chuks Okoye is innovative, unique, and versatile. In most of his art, he uses a common theme, and that would be beads and woven silks. African beads, that is. This series here are the unique Uli mask. These wood carvings are designed by Chuks Okoye and his team of craftsmen. These labor-intensive wood carvings are made out of a variety of African art and woods. The Uli one, this gold frame beaded mask, frame and matting, bone, suede, mounted on plexi. This plexi provides a firm foundation for the mask itself. You can see how the beads are used here and shellacking. This is a variety of woods put together, the Uli mask. We'll move down here to Uli 2. You can also see how the quality and the whole idea and concepts of how the woods are put together changes as he progresses. We're using the same gold beaded frame here with the matting, bone, and the beige here, and the beadwork is also prevalent here in this mask, and the plexiglass, which gives it the firm foundation. This is the Uli 2. And he progresses and changes, and he expands in the whole concept and the design of the wood collage. This Uli 3 is so awesome. As a matter of fact, this piece is almost sold out, and you can see why. We have here a cherry wood frame, which gives it a rich look, and also the same bone matting with the brown, and the plexiglass, which provides a firm foundation, and then the fillet that is surrounding the whole piece that just makes it stand out and give it that rich look. And our final Uli is the Uli 4. This piece has an Italian walnut frame and is also matted in the bone because the lighter colors and the darker colors give us a nice balance. And the suede matting on the plexiglass and the beadwork is just tremendous here. This represents the Uli mask series. As we mentioned, Chuks Okoye is innovative, unique, and versatile. Our next product here that he's created describes exactly innovation. This is our three-dimensional artwork, a very labor-intensive product. It takes about 4 months to create. And innovating meaning they're taking an existing product and creating a new one. This piece, Celebration of Life, in the gold frame, matted on the black suede matting, The intricate works of this piece are just so awesome. There's 4 or 5 layers of the same print where he has to cut out each individual piece to give the three-dimensional look, which gives it the raised look. Celebration of Life is one of our most popular pieces. This is rehearsal, the 3D, 4 months to create, layers and layers, very intense work. Each girl is cut out. This frame just gives it a really beautiful look. And the purple and the pink and this matting, that's rehearsal. Our next 3D picture is the neighbors. Now, this actually, they're looking like they're talking to each other, and it's just a very beautiful piece. And they're having a serious conversation. And this frame and the matting gives it the look that it really needs. And that's 3D, layers. Just think about when you have to cut this, labor intensive, have you cut the pieces out and make it work. This is divine unity. It's actually an African ceremony, and this is what they call their weddings. This frame in the smoked blue, smoked gray matting just makes it rich. And no one really frames like Chuksakoye. He just really knows how to work that framing. And our last and final piece, Whack, he also collaborates with other artists. And this piece, you can see the intricacy of it, where his husband and the wife and the baby on the back is just climbing up a hill. This gold frame and the black suede matting really takes this to another level. And that represents his collection. As we continue with the work of Chuksakoye, we now look at the Oba mask. This beautiful Italian walnut frame, bone matting, mounted on a plexiglass, gives it the support that it needs to hold the mask. Beadwork, which is themes that he uses throughout all of his work. But most importantly about this is this comes two-tone, as you can see, from the natural tree in Africa. His team of craftsmen then carves out the mask, and he then in turn enhances it with the beadwork. That's the Oba mask. The Oba, or king, is the central figure in the kingdom of Benin, combining vast spiritual powers that result from his divine ancestry with enormous political clout and expertise. He personally controls the forces that affect the well-being of the entire kingdom. This is the Oba mask. Moving right along, our next piece, Chuksakoye, this is a dancing queen. This is a silk thread art. Same walnut frame, beautiful, only enhances it this way. The matting is peach or bone, light brown. And this is actually a silk thread that's done in Ghana. This is one of his product designs and collaborations. And the silk thread, this technique involves images woven together using silk threading. This century-old art form originated with the Ashanti modern-day Ghana. This form of weaving was initially used to make the royal kente cloth, which has been transformed into an art form. This is now widely practiced throughout Africa. Chuksakoye collaborated with a Ghanaian artist on this piece, the Dancing Queen. Now we move over to another artist, a collaboration, a husband and wife team out of Fresh Meadows, New York, Ron and Adele Witherspoon. This beautiful, unique wall hanging is something that they've created on their own. It has a gold frame, ribbed black matting. These individual unique ropes are all hand done by each one of them. They have fashion backgrounds. One will take the color, the other one will take the roping of all. They are really unique in themselves. They've created this design, and it's called fiber art. Now we move up to our final piece for Chuksakoye. This is a oil on canvas. Very light, beautiful. It's called Steel Melody. Its colors are just magnificent.